That's a tough one, obviously, for a lot of reasons. Brandon thought was right there. But before I get to Brandon, I just want to ask, I know what situation your bullpen was in today. It seemed like Paul was down. And so tell me why J Mart right there in that spot, and maybe what other options you considered.
We had 3 pieces down in the bullpen today. And we got to remember it's a long season, and we're going to have, some grinding days ahead, and we need those guys to stay healthy and be strong. So 3 of the 4 were available. We talked about J Mart's availability, and we felt comfortable and confident that he was going to be able to give us that last inning if needed. So it fell on him, and he was close to doing his job. Unfortunately, he just couldn't close it out.
And then was Mantiply, did you consider him at all in that spot?
There's some tough matchups for him in there, and I trust Joe. I've seen him go out there and get lefties and righties out, but I was saving him for a particular situation. It didn't quite arise, but of course I did. Joe's a very trusted reliever, and he's got big outs for us. But J Mart was the target. He was the guy, and I felt like he deserved that opportunity.
Castellanos, it's obviously, that's a tough spot.
Yeah.
Game on the line coming out of the break. Anything you point to there?
The pitches were close, and there's very little wiggle room. He's a strike thrower, and that's why he was the guy that I chose. And I just, fortunately didn't land the pitches where he wanted to. But sometimes this game doesn't make sense. You get 2 pitchers that are just going at it. You're ahead 1-0 with 3 outs to go, and you don't get the job done. But the beauty of it is there's a game tomorrow.
You mentioned that, and Brendan Fott, I just saw him in the hallway. What an unbelievable performance, out-dueling Imanaga at the end of things because of Suarez's homer. What can you say about this particular performance from Brandon?
He was on the attack, and he's been doing it all year long for us. And on a night or a day where we did have 3 really, really good back-end pieces down, we needed that. We needed that type of an outing. So you saw Jarve went in, stepped in the 8th, and did his job. But it was all because of what Brandon did. It seemed like it was a fastball changeup today more than the fastball sweeper, and that's just the kind of quality stuff that he's able to dial up. It was part of the game plan. He went out there and did a great job.
How do you think Suarez's earlier at-bats contributed to his ability to hit that homer later?
Yeah, he was on the ball today, and I felt like coming out of the break, some guys just need a little bit more time to get their timing down, and he had some good at-bats today. He just missed clipping a ball there in the 10th, but he's in a good spot. That was a big home run. That was a long home run against a pitcher that was shutting us down, but we just couldn't hang on.
I do want to go back to Justin for a moment because he's the progression of a young player. We've all been watching it. We've watched you, as you put it, drip him into certain situations.
Yeah.
Crowd at Dodger Stadium, crowd here. It's been mixed, but what does it tell you about where he is in that progression?
Yeah.
How far away is he from being in those big spots more regularly?
It's all very intentional. I'm not saying that I'm remote controlling him and I'm the one of the reasons why he's having success. He's doing it. I'm just trying to do it in small doses until it's his time. But he's going to find himself in the back end of a lot of games. And in situations where Paul was down, I felt very comfortable knowing that he had the right heartbeat, and he's been in those situations before. He had a total shutdown inning yesterday against pretty much, I think, the same couple of hitters. And just made a mistake to a hitter that led off the game with the ball at the right field line. And that was a difference in that inning.
Overall, you have to be, I know when you're so close to the sweep, it's hard to take solace in a series win, but you still did win the series.
Yeah, I'm proud of these guys. I sold out to it yesterday by using the big 4 guys that we had, and we won the series yesterday. But we want to win every game. This is going to be a tightrope act, a high wire act, I should say. And we got to win every game. That's my mindset. And these guys know it too. And they were hungry, and they tried, just couldn't get it done. But I'm very proud of them.
You don't second guess that decision, right? When you have a chance to get the second win of a series and know that you lock in a series win, you're gonna go with those guys, right? Take your chances the next day.
No doubt. A win is a win, and you got to chase them. And those guys have been proven to be able to go out there and do it. So I'm not going to second guess that at all.
Especially 3-0, I imagine, versus 1-0. That's just a tough.
Yeah, obviously I had to balance the 2 days. I would have probably chose, if I knew it was going to happen today, I would have chose yesterday over today and switched them up. But that's the beauty of this game. And no, I don't regret it at all. We won a series. We're going to continue to fight, and we're going to win more games.
Even holding one of the 4 back, just to make sure they're a little more gassed for today.
One of the 4 was in J Mart, so I felt like we were in a good spot. But I get what you're saying. There was a situation where had we scored some runs in yesterday's game, Paul was not going to come in the game, but it was a save opportunity. It was clear that it was his inning.
So I think that was the first time Martinez has ever pitched 3 in a row. Is that right?
Is that the first time what? J. Mart?
Martinez.
Yeah, I think he's had a 2-inning and then followed by a 1-inning outing. So he's had 3 innings in 2 days, but not 3 in a row. Correct.
Does a game like this make you think back to Friday, where you guys had a lot of base runners and maybe could have put the Cubs away a little bit earlier, save some of those relievers?
Yeah, I play that game all the time, and I didn't mind getting those relievers in the first game, and I know I've got a couple more down there that haven't pitched yet. So I want to get everybody in the game, get their blood pumping, and get them back into their vibe. So. Yeah, we can play it out 1,000 different ways, but we won 2 games in a very tough environment against a very good team and a well-run team. So I'll take that every day of the week.
I know with Flott, you're probably not surprised he's pitched well this year, but so looked up and he's been the best of the 5 starters.
Yeah.
And contributed most probably to.
Yeah.
Is that a little surprising in a sense?
Not really. The run he got on last year in September and late in the year, and then the postseason, I felt like he was poised and ready to be able to do something like this. And I know I say it every time the same way. It's like 6 innings, just book it. He's going to pitch you deep into the game, and he knows how to change speeds, maneuver the baseball around the zone, and there's great mound presence and a lot of composure. So he's going to find himself in a lot of games like this for sure.